Again, really wish I had some definitive way to judge just how much more we have to do before we reach Ridley and Mother Brain. Unfortunately, there isn't anything that definitive for us, and there won't be until we get to Fusion, the next game on my list. A game that will have to wait longer than just finishing this game for me to finally reach. Bloody hell, not a lot of options for us to choose from at the moment. Sure, there's still a lot of blue on the map, but this room certainly feels like it was meant for us to have the screw attack by now. Okay, that's certainly a new way to traverse an area. Pretty interesting. Not quite Spider-Man quality wall crawling, but it got the job done. I honestly didn't know we could go through that wall. And apparently that opening does nothing for us, since apparently we need precision speed boost jumping to get in here. Not even sure what the point of letting us up here is through that hidden path in the wall. And apparently we'd need to do the precision boost jump from the bottom floor. Not surprising, but rather annoying. Still, at least we found a door to let us try to move on. That's got to be worth something. Slowest moving thread I've ever seen around here, even outdone by the crawlers we were dealing with at the start of the game. If that's not a gift of health, I don't know what is. Okay, so nothing at the end of the hall. Annoying, but not much we can do about that. Feels like there should be more to this hallway than what we've seen, but again, it wouldn't be the first time I've been mistaken in this game. It's moments like this that make it almost more annoying to have an in-game map to check than it would be to go without it. Sure, without the map, I'd have gotten very lost quite a few times, especially with my lack of memory in this kind of game. But with it, I'm convinced far too often that there has to be something more in an area, and I just waste more time slamming my head against another wall. Right, too much to hope that the answer was falling through the sand in here. The sand isn't even the kind that would let us fall through it. Just how many dead ends have we run into in this game? I didn't bother to keep track because I wasn't expecting there to be all that many. Just like I didn't keep track of how many mazes within the overall maze there were in the 3DS game. But it certainly feels like a tiring number at this point. So, nothing in here but 2 upgrades that it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get to, and a hallway we can heal in but doesn't seem to have anything else in it. And of course my first attempt at a boost jump was inaccurate. Yeah, this is either gonna take a while or I'm just gonna give up trying soon. Close, just 1 pixel off, but still not enough. Kinda surprised we haven't been taking more damage with those boost jump attempts. Guess the gravity suit did a bit more than I expected. Definitely far more annoyance than a single missile upgrade is worth. Well, at least we managed to get the super missile upgrade as well, even if that still doesn't make up for the sheer amount of annoyance we had getting in here. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the most aggravating to me because this is an LP. Without the added difficulty of providing commentary as we go from point to point, I doubt I'd have become so frustrated with all the dead ends and would have just kept trying until I got things done. But commentary just made me less patient with my own pathfinding skills and platforming inefficiencies. And it's hard for me to tell just how much of that annoyance is due to the differences between this old 1994 game and the Metroids that came after it, or if my aggravation at being roadblocked like this would have cropped up regardless of what my 4th Metroid Let's Play was about. All I know right now is that at some point, I'm going to have to check a thesaurus to see if I can add another word that means something similar to annoyance and aggravation to my vocabulary, considering how many times I've used both so far in this clip alone, much less the rest of the game. Shit. Okay, guess I shouldn't be surprised that the number of Metroids has grown from the one that Ridley stole at the start of the game. At least these Metroids seem a good deal more fragile than even the usual base form of the bastards. Certainly an interesting hallway, that's for sure. And now we have a locked door. Probably says something that I'm eager for whatever boss fight this gives us, even if I'm not a fan of them reusing that particular music track. And apparently, this boss fight involves us playing a bit of whack-a-mole. And apparently the only way to hurt this snake is to shoot it in the head. Credit where it's due, they really did a good job making sure that none of the boss fights felt like they copied themselves. Each one has a different gimmick. I don't know what makes that more impressive. The sheer number of unique boss fights in this game, or the fact that they did this for a game made in 1994. I can think of a number of games, some of them even done by Nintendo, that don't have boss variety like this in it. Seems he stopped spitting acid at us, probably because he figured out that staying still that long makes it easier for us to shoot him. not even sure why I felt the need to scan the floor after that boss fight. It's not like we've ever had a drop that cruel before. Was hoping there'd be a more immediate reward within that room, but I suppose continuing to the right isn't that bad. Great, now I'm scanning so much I may as well be in Metroid Prime. Another spot that practically screams we need the ledge grab. Oh, are you kidding me? Speed boosting through quicksand? I know we've seen some ridiculous stuff in this series, but come on! Why is it? I feel like we shouldn't have been able to press through all those blocks. That, even though the game made it clear, that was exactly the best way to make progress there. And yet another very annoying tease. We were that damn close to an energy tank, and then something we didn't see ends up stopping us from getting to it. And I somehow doubt that trying again is gonna get us any different results, unless I try to think this through. Okay, how the hell are we supposed to make that jump when we're blind in ball form? Apparently not like that! I wish I could say I'm going to feel quite a bit of satisfaction when we get that energy tank, but that's about as true as feeling satisfaction when completing a puzzle the Riddler leaves behind in the Arkham games. It's hard to feel all that much satisfaction when it's just one of many puzzles with approximately equal rewards scattered all over the game. Sure, solving those kinds of problems is a nice little brain tease, but they all tend to blur together with a lot of the other similar brain teases. And given the fact that this planet has teased us for 2 games in this franchise, I'm pretty sure that makes a planet count as the biggest slut in the series or something. Though maybe that's just me being punch-drunk this deep into the game. Definitely ought to be able to take down a Metroid in just a few seconds like that. But I suppose it makes a good deal of sense that however the pirates are copying the baby, it isn't a perfect copy. Kind of amazed we managed to avoid getting hurt by that last one. Well, we're getting close to another major boss room. Who knows, we might even be able to have 2 boss fights in the same clip. I would certainly appreciate that change of pace. Right, should have switched back to the ice beam sooner. I know I have a lot of health at this point and we didn't lose a full tank, but that was still pretty embarrassing. But then I've gone through so many embarrassments that I probably shouldn't even feel them anymore by now. Okay, kinda feel like I didn't deserve to have lost that Metroid there. So the grapple beam is enough to kill them around here? Son of a bitch! As interesting as this room is, I'm really wishing we had the screw attack so we didn't have to do so much precision swinging around here. Yeah, definitely a pain in the ass to get around this way. Sorry, Samus, but regardless of how acrobatic you are, even in that suit, I can only do so much. Okay, thought it would take more tries to manage to get up here. Actually, a bit impressed with myself. Now let's save before I manage to do another screw-up to cancel out that surprising bit of platforming. An energy replenishment station. Well, that's certainly ominous. But I suppose we already knew we're close to a major threat. As if the sheer number of easily killed versions of Metroids wasn't sign enough that things are gonna start picking up soon. If anything, I would have expected quite a few Metroids between us and Mother Brain, not one of the lower lieutenants. Not that we have any idea of how the space pirate hierarchy goes, other than Ridley is the most deadly and Mother Brain leads them all. Well, that's an annoying missile upgrade to reach. At least we didn't have to get exactly to that pixel-perfect height with the bomb jump there. Huh. So those spikes aren't actually a threat? Here, I was hoping that meant we could drop further down from here. Wait, none of the spikes in that hole were real? I swear it's like someone with a secret fetish designed this game. Ridley's theme? What even are those things, and how do we kill them? And more importantly, why are we hearing Ridley's bloody theme in here when I damn well know we aren't gonna deal with that dragon in here? Okay, looks like there's a much larger flying beast to deal with. Even has a Mothra-style cry. Wait, why are we allowed to fire missiles, but not aim the damn thing holding on to us? A little hard to inflict damage on it in return if we can't really aim at it from here. Can't seem to break free from its grip either. Well, at least we heard it when it was making another pass at us when we were on the ground, though we're certainly not going to be coming out ahead in terms of damage caused. Well, I was hoping for a second boss fight in a single clip, and I got it. This one certainly has a unique gimmick, that's for sure, one that definitely means we're gonna have to try this boss again a few times. Still, a delay for combat reasons is a lot easier to stomach than all the delays due to either my inability to jump from point to point in a smooth attempt, or our lack of proper gear to get somewhere. Sure, we seem to be pretty helpless at the moment, but we also felt pretty helpless against that thing that was pushing us into a wall of spikes earlier on. A change of tactics can turn what seemed to be a hopeless battle into a rather easy one. Assuming, of course, that this boss feels about as fair as all the others we've dealt with in this game so far, even if it's got a very distinct style to it. Yeah, probably could have dodged that, but I'd essentially given up on that try against the boss. I think we might be able to squeeze in a rematch in this clip. Excuse me for fast-forwarding us through the things we'd already managed to accomplish just a few minutes ago. It's not like us going through that again at normal time would reveal anything fresh, and I'm pretty eager for some vengeance. Yeah, definitely much less of a pain in the ass to go through when we know they don't have to swing over the spikes. Right, let's try that again, only without getting butt-raped by some strange type of bug. I'd noticed the damage we could do to those things shooting energy balls at us before, but I didn't think to destroy them in the previously recorded attempt. I was too busy focusing on the living hostile going after us at the time. As a side note, yes, I did indeed look up online how to deal with this thing, after I managed to die 3 more times to it with little to no progress when just spraying missiles at it when it does its attack runs, and just flailing around whenever it grabs us. The gimmick here is actually so clever and interesting, I'm willing to forgive the fact there was something literally off the wall. That's right, grapple onto one of the sparking destroyed devices on the wall. We take damage as well, but the damn thing holding us can't take the same amount of abuse from electricity that we can. Very nice. But I would have appreciated more of a hint of that. Anyway, let's let the baby creatures bury their dead parent as we replenish health, ammo, and then move on. Still not the screw attack. Well, I suppose the space jump will also let us essentially fly, just not as an offensive ability. Definitely didn't take me nearly as long to figure it out as it did for the grapple swing. The save point's not too far away, just give me a moment to get more familiar with this style of mobility as we say goodbye to the swinging on the grapple ever again. Or at least hopefully never swinging to travel in this game again. Ugh. Also appreciate that these lesser Metroids don't latch onto us quite as unforgivingly as the old type of Metroids that are hopefully mostly extinct by now.